Hey friends, Tabitha Lipkin here once again at Boat Dusseldorf 2024. And yes, I took you here last year, but I'm bringing you back this year, and we are going to explore everything they have, from the mega yachts to the scuba diving center and anything weird in between.
I have to say it again.
Yeah.
It's the biggest indoor water sports playground on Earth.
And more than 400,000 people come to see this playground in full swing.
Let's go!
Andrea runs the Beach World Hall, arguably the most visited hall at the entire show because of the demonstrations and the water sports that people can actually try out.
That's the main objective here, to get new people into the sport, to get young people into the water sport, and the most important thing is to get yourself here and get yourself wet and get an impression of how great all sorts of water sports are. If you are not a water sports person, you will be after visiting the boat show.
Fun never ends, because now I'm going to do a little skimboarding. This is actually something I used to do when I was in high school. I'd go out on the golf course behind the condo we lived in, and I would just go skimboarding after it rained. So it's going to be a little different.
It is time for me to do something I've never done before. I'm gonna go foiling. And the bad thing is that one of the nearby companies let me borrow this beautiful wetsuit I have on underneath my vest, and they were like, don't get it wet. I'm probably gonna get it wet. I've heard that foiling is not as easy as it looks. People make it look so easy, but let's give it a shot. Let's see. Let's go see. The company is Saruz. It's right here. I didn't want to not give them a shout out for letting me borrow their wetsuit. So shout out to you guys, Saruz. Okay, so one thing I have learned is that pump foiling is really hard, and it actually takes a lot of practice. And I only had a little time window here to try it out, but I'm gonna give it one more shot. See what we can do.
We're going.
Wow, good. I made 25 to 30 attempts. We're a little bit of a time crunch here. The show is closing, other people wanted to try it out, so I hopped off. But that is not the end of my foiling obsession. I'm gonna keep trying because that was a lot of fun, but my understanding is it can take a lot of practice. And more importantly, Andrea, how did I do? How did I do foiling?
She did great. Impressive.
Yeah.
Really, really good. She's very talented.
I greased her pockets.
No, you did. It's true. She's so talented, and 10 more and you'll go to the middle of the pool.
Next year.
Next year.
So my hair's wet because I just finished doing a little bit of mermaiding, and golly, I look like a prince from a 1990s Disney movie. But now I'm going to finally get in and do a little bit of scuba diving, my favorite part of visiting boat, and you know I'm taking you along.
The diving's also cool because you can get your head underwater. You can do a test scuba dive. You can, or maybe kayaking. No, I would go for the scuba dive.
Petros is the show's director and explains that Boat is not about buying anything, but more about experiencing everything.
Concept of Boat Düsseldorf is that you don't have to buy something to be happy. You come here, you experience the water sports, you take your child, you go to the Love Your Ocean stand, and you see, for instance, how a shark is in the inside.
Going through the 15 halls of Boat, you will see a little bit of everything. But along with the sailboats and the mermaids, you'll see a focus on sustainability, like Ocean Reef, who is looking to change the way we do agriculture, with gardens in Italy and even in Vista, California.
This project is called Nemo's Garden, and basically it's an underwater garden. What you see, this big lens, we call a biosphere, it's the underwater greenhouse. We harvest and we grow plants underwater, and the idea behind the project is to provide an alternative source of agriculture that can use the energy that surrounds us.
One of the most unique things you're going to find here?
It's most likely to show people that we have a lot of interesting things from the Roman time. It's a reconstructed boat from 2,000 years ago. It was found near to Munich in Oberstimm. and it has been reconstructed, and yeah, we are now the staff for this boat, and we are training also to use it also on the real sea side. So we practiced it last year, first time, so that you can either sail it or take it for with the oh sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So you guys will be sailing it, or
We are the official crew for this ship. The boat was built by students in Hamburg, and I guess it was I don't know the exact time, it was a few weeks, and they reconstructed it based on the founders.
And one more time, what's the name of your group?
We are the 19th, the Romans of Aliso. Aliso is the historical name of Haltern am See. And this is where the museum is. And we are the 19th Legion. We refunded now 2,000 years after it has been lost in the famous Varus fight.
All right, I'm currently on the mega of the mega yachts. This is the biggest and the heaviest yacht that they have at this entire show. And she's quite a star-studded event all on her own.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, she is, I think she is the star of the show. I'm bound to say that, aren't I? I'm a little bit biased, but having such a large yacht here in the hall is incredible. It's but whether you're into boating or not into boating, just seeing that out of the water and standing underneath her and realising the scale of her is, it's quite incredible. We've got the lower deck accommodation with 4 ensuite cabins, including a big master. We've got the main deck, so we've not got a helm on the main deck, so we've made that completely the full length of the boat. So we have accommodation, whether you want to put a master suite on there, whether you want to put a large galley kitchen on there, or a dining area, or a gymnasium, or a cinema suite. The opportunities are endless. And then we have the upper deck, which would normally just be a flybridge with a helm, and we've enclosed that. So we've got a further sky lounge up on the 3rd deck, so more enclosed accommodation, whether you're in Northern Europe and you want to get out of the wind and rain, or whether you're in the Bahamas and you're trying to get out of the midday sun. Well, we bring all of the boats up the river, up the Rhine, from Rotterdam all the way up to Dusseldorf, and most of them can be lifted out on a large crane, but that's limited to 100 tons. The boat behind me is 115 tons, so we couldn't do it that way. So we put her on a low-level barge, we sail her up the river, and then the transport basically takes her straight off onto the land. Sounds easy, but it really isn't. And the problem we had this year was there's so much rain and so much water in the Rhine that the water was too high. So obviously we got the X95 out of the water on a barge, and she couldn't go through some of the bridges. So we've had to wait for the Rhine to drop before we could bring her under the bridges. So yeah, it's been quite a logistical challenge.
The 95 Princess might be the biggest yacht, but let's talk sailboats for a moment.
We're on the Halberassi 69, the largest sailing yacht here on the boat show. And it's a world premiere. It's the largest and greatest Halberassi ever built.
Why is it large? Why is it the greatest?
Because it has so much possibilities. You can sail anywhere in the world with a minimum crew, and it's really comfortable. You have so much aid to make this possible with a small crew. You have push button operation of everything. Sail handling, sheeting, trimming, handling in the marina. Everything is by push button. So you can really handle the boat on your own if you need to.
How many people can be on the boat at once?
At least one. Less is not possible.
What's the maximum?
I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4 double cabins, so 8 people comfortably.
And the Sunseekers are always a sight to see.
So the Ocean 182 was really developed from listening to our client network. And you'll notice in boat design today, there's a lot more connectivity with the water and closeness to the water. And the ocean range for us really gives that client the opportunity not just to be on a flybridge deck, which in itself is an amazing space, but actually become much closer to the water, especially for those people that have a lot of water toys, jet skis, tenders. The Ocean is an incredible boat. The platform area, you have a split cockpit design, and we've had a tremendous success with the 90 Ocean. The Ocean 182 takes it to another level because we have such a fantastic flybridge on the 90 Ocean, the 182 encloses that flybridge. So it gives the client an amazing interior space at an upper level with a fantastic 360 panoramic view.
Or maybe the jet car is more your speed.
Yeah, jet car is a new water sport activity. So simply it's powered by jet ski engine and it's for 2 seats. It's new for fun for water sports. Idea come from sport car, why couldn't go on the sea. So we combined these 2 ideas, jet ski and sport car together, and we made this product.
All right, here's the crew. We're going to the Blue Oceans night. It is in Hall 6 where all the mega yachts are. And I was told that there was abundance of hors d'oeuvres and free wine. So I'm quite excited.
Instead of wine, there was this kind of fun green beverage, and we took some pictures before the night's award was finally announced. The Ocean Tribute Award, which also grants 20,000 euros to the winner.
What more we can do to go faster to a CO2-free, or better, to a carbon-free production and carbon-free life.
The special guest, the winners of this year's Ocean Tribute Award, was ECOP Africa, or ECOP Africa, which works to protect our oceans through the repair and restoration of marine ecosystems. Their members are from various African countries and are developing strategies to prevent illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. After the award, I had some work of my own to do above the crowd, as I've been helping Boat create social content around their show and for Blue Motion Night.
So look where we are. They let us onto one of the yachts so that we could film. And we were just like hanging up above the entire crowd. Also, it's Blue Motion Night, not Blue Ocean. Confusing, but I wanted to correct that. Whatever you're into when it comes to water, the biggest takeaway from the show is a focus on the future of our oceans. Because without conservation efforts being taken into account, there wouldn't be a show like this for future generations to enjoy.
How special is it to stand in between these big ships and talking about marine protection? Which role is water sports playing?
We try to keep up and to bring up the respect for whatever we touch around the water, and of course respect also for the underwater world.
This is the part of the video where I wrap it all up because this is the end. This is my last day here at Boat Dusseldorf 2024. It has been quite the journey. We have done so much, we have seen so much, but there is more adventure ahead, especially if you are going to travel with Tabitha.